Next one, reduce the following equations into normal form. Find the perpendicular distance from the origin and angle between the perpendicular and the positive x-axis. We have to reduce the equation to normal form. What is the normal form? Normal form is x cos omega plus y sin omega is equal to 1. X cos omega plus y sin omega is equal to P. So we have to reduce the given equation to this form. For that, what we will do is, here also we have to be cautious about the constant term. We have to take the constant term to the right or left by making it positive. So here already the constant term is on the left side with the positive sign. So we have to take the other two terms to the right side. So we can rewrite the equation as it is equal to minus x plus root 3y. The next thing to do is you have to take the square root of the sum of the squares of coefficient of x and y. Coefficient of x is minus 1. We have to take minus 1 square plus coefficient of y is root 3 square. So we have to take the term square root of coefficient of x square plus coefficient of y square. So minus 1 square is 1, root 3 square is 3. So 1 plus 3 gives you 4, root of 4, which gives you the value 2. Okay, so we have to divide throughout the equation with the 2. Okay, so what we will get? Minus 1 by 2x plus root 3 by 2y is equal to 8 by 2 becomes 4. Okay, minus 1 by 2 minus x by 2 is minus 1 by 2x plus root 3 by 2y and 8 by 2 gives you 4. Now it is of the form x cos omega plus y sin omega equal to p. So we can write the value of p. P is equal to 4, the constant term. And x cos omega, from that term we can write the value of cos omega. What is cos omega? Cos omega is, if it is x cos omega is the coefficient of x. Isn't it? So here the term is minus 1 by 2x. So can you say the value of cos omega? Cos omega will be equal to minus 1 by 2. And what is sin omega? Sin omega will be the coefficient of y, which is root 3 by 2. Now we have to find the value of omega, so that sin omega is root 3 by 2 and cos omega is minus 1 by 2. We have to apply the trigonometry. So which value gives, which angle gives sin as root 3 by 2 and cos as 1 by 2? It is 60 degrees in the first quadrant, isn't it? So here sin is positive and cos is negative. In this quadrant we know all trigonometric functions are positive. Here in the second quadrant, sin is positive and all other 5 trigonometric functions are negative. And we need the condition sin is positive, cos is negative. So we can take the second quadrant. How to make an angle in the first quadrant to the second quadrant? The value is for pi minus this angle, isn't it? That is 180 minus 60. 180 minus 60 gives you 120. So cos omega, the value of omega is 120. So here omega is 120 degree and P is equal to 4. Okay, moving to the next one, y minus 2 is equal to 0. So I already told we have to make the coefficient positive. So take this minus 2 to the right side and we can write the term as y is equal to 2. What is the next step? We have to take a square root of x coefficient square. X term is not there. So coefficient of x is 0. 0 square plus coefficient of y square. Coefficient of y is 1 square. 0 square plus 1 square gives you the value 1. So the root of 1 is 1 itself. So dividing throughout with 1 is the same as the term itself. So if you want, you can rewrite the term as 0x plus 1y is equal to 2. Okay, so what about cos omega? Cos omega is the coefficient of x, which is 0. Sin omega is the coefficient of y, which is 1, and p is equal to 2. So we got p. And to get the value of omega, sin omega, which angle of sin gives 1 and cos as 0? Sin 1 and cos 0. Can you say sin 1 and cos 0? It is 90 degrees. So omega is 90 degrees. Moving to the third question, x minus y is equal to 4. Here already the constant term is positive, so no need to change the constant term. The next we have to do is, we have to take the square root of sum of coefficient of x and y. So coefficient of x is 1 square plus coefficient of y is minus 1 square. 1 square is 1, minus 1 square is 1, so we are getting root 2. So divide throughout the equation with the root 2. So what we get? x by root 2 minus y by root 2 is equal to 4 by root 2. 4 by root 2, how we can write? 4 by root 2 can be written as 2 into 2 by root 2. So root 2 can be cancelled, giving it 2 root 2. So this value we can write as 2 root 2. So what is cos omega? Cos omega is the coefficient of x, which is 1 by root 2. Sin omega is the coefficient of y, which is minus 1 by root 2. And p is 2 root 2, the constant term. Now we have to find the value of omega. How we can find? Sin gives the value minus 1 by root 2. Cos gives the value 1 by root 2. So if I am taking the angle in which sin is 1 by root 2 and cos is 1 by root 2, it is 45. So that 45 degree, sin 45 is 1 by root 2, cos 45 is 1 by root 2. So the angle in the first quadrant is 45 degree. And here it is given that sin is negative, cos is positive. As sin is negative and cos is positive, we have to make the angle in the first quadrant to the quadrant in which sin is negative and cos is positive. In the second quadrant, sin is positive and cos is negative. We need sin as positive and sin as negative. So it is not the second quadrant. In the third quadrant, what happens? Sin and cos both are negative. So it is not the third quadrant. And in the fourth quadrant, cos is positive and the other trigonometric functions are negative. That means cos is positive and sin is negative. So we have to make this 45 degree to the fourth quadrant. What we will do? We have the conversion 2 pi minus theta. Theta which is 45 degree. 2 pi minus 45. 2 pi means it is 2 into 180, 360. 360 minus 45 gives you the value 315 degrees. So we are getting the answer. P is equal to 2 root 2 and omega is equal to 315 degrees.